documents that were public, Federation of Scientists documents, all these other statements that this was the world that was being built and that every appliance would have tracker devices in it to then dial into all other devices and surveil everything you do for global carbon taxes. This was public 20 years ago in 1995, the year I launched InfoWars. And I would get up there on air and read MIT magazines and read trade publications and read Department of Defense reports that were public. I would read reports where the Secretary of Defense admitted that we had earthquake weapons, seismic weapons. It was in Army Times, April 28th, 1996 or 97. And I'm just kind of flashing back here to the thousands and thousands and thousands. I mean, there's got to be 15 articles a day about this just in today's news. So when I say thousands, out of thousands of broadcasts, it's tens of thousands of total admissions of the set global plan to bring in a grid of basically omnipresent surveillance to not empower humanity, but enslave humanity. And so I think about how far we've come from they'll never try to chip us in 1995 to 1998. Oh, Verichip, if you want to get in all these bars and restaurants and businesses in Europe and other areas, you've got to have a chip. The Baja Beach Club in Spain or the Baja Beach Club in Miami, if you want to get into the VIP champagne room with the models, you've got to have a chip. Isn't that fitting? And then, oh, the Mexican Attorney General and over 1,000 of his workers have to get the chip. And now last week, Stockholm, microchipped office workers feel very modern using hand-implanted chips to open doors. That's in the Wall Street Journal just a few weeks ago, February 27th, after we reported it. And I point that out, that we'll report it when it's in a trade publication, and then it's in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, saying how great it is. We'll first report saying they're using drones to spy on farmers and arrest people that build barns in Colorado or have, quote, wetlands. Oh, you're a kook, shut up, but then they report on it. Last week, London Telegraph, why your smartphone records everything you say. They go on to say the terms and conditions show that everything you're saying is being recorded and being sent back to be data mined. This is not me telling you this. And it's a malevolent plan. It's not a nice plan. It's not a good plan. It's a very, very wicked plan. And that's why they have the war on lemonade stands that Forbes reported on 2 years ago, because the enemy is any independent grassroots operation. Every few days I see articles in California or New Mexico or Texas or Vermont, this is just the last week or two, where they'll have like these parties where people get together and cook organic food and a few hundred people show up at a ranch house and drink wine. And then the government every time shows up and says, you can't have a party. We say, because the donation's made to pay for the food, this is a business and it's not safe. No, what they don't want is people getting back to being humans and meeting in private where it's not a corporate system. They are annihilating the Amish around the country. They're annihilating them in South America. They're coming after them. The globalists are literally the Borg, coming after us. When I say literally, I mean stuff in Star Trek where it's the UN global government, UN flag, UN system, and the Borg come to assimilate everybody. That's art imitating life. That's predictive programming, basically. Well, I'm not going to be assimilated, and it's not that I'm against technology. It's that I fundamentally understand at every level that this is a premeditated program to get total control, not to empower humanity, but to end humanity as we know it. Now, I haven't hit the huge stacks of incredible news yet. We will when we come back. Hacked emails, Saudi money, finance Benghazi attack. Europe will face a new 9/11. We'll tie it into Hillary Clinton and her cover-up of her emails that could finally sink the witch, the Teflon witch. Congress sends Homeland Security bill to Obama without conditions. Police overwhelmingly reject AR-15 cop killer ammo ban and more.
You hear about it every day. Another shooting where innocent people lose their lives. The best insurance is being prepared. Give your loved ones the safety they deserve with the Bulletproof Backpack. Independently tested to withstand a .357 and multiple other calibers. Perfect for students, commuters, anyone. Shield yourself and your family. Call 8445-BULLET. That's 8445-BULLET or see the proof at bulletproofbp.com. Bulletproofbp.com. We've got your back.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet.
As the New World Order continues to tighten its grip on every facet of our lives, we're all asking ourselves, how can we maintain our independence? The answer is clear. Get prepared, and you get prepared now. Now the only question left is, where do we begin? My Patriot Supply is here to help. Call 800-247-3070 to get started with your 72-hour emergency food supply for only $10. We're even covering the cost of shipping. Are you willing to rely on the government and FEMA in the event of an emergency? Call 800-274-3070 to get started with your 72-hour emergency food supply for only $10. You won't be able to find this deal online, and there is a strict limit of 4 per caller, so don't wait. Call now, 800-274-3070. That's 800-274-3070. Call right now.
I'm really glad my buddy Mark turned me on to guns80.com. I got to tell you, I didn't want to buy any more firearms. I didn't want a paperwork trail headed back to Big Brother. I want 100% privacy. I want to be an invisible gun owner. Hello? So Mark says, hey, guns80.com, Ghost AR-15. Ghost means invisible. Get it? Ghost AR-15. Guns80.com. I got a couple, if you know what I mean. Go to guns80.com or call 844-2GUNS80.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Cyrus Jones from 1810 to 1913 made his great-grandchildren.
Richard just pointed out that we should add to that video intro on the Mark of the Beast that we just aired earlier clips from 1997 where I got arrested for demonstrating and refusing the thumb scan, showing how the illegals could basically get driver's license. So it wasn't about security. The borders were wide open then. They're even more open now. And that I had my insurance card, my old driver's license, passport, and 5 other forms of identification. I had 8. Birth certificate, you name it, and that wasn't good enough. They wanted my biometric thumbprint because they want to force us off of cash to raise taxes to a point that they bankrupt society. And they know that when they're bankrupting a society, that will force everyone underground into an underground economy to survive. So they want those basic survival and adaptations and perseverance skills to be removed. So just as a primitive human with my head screwed on straight, I recognize, because I was a history buff, the historical repeat with the high-tech integration and overlay that was taking place. And I knew that our world was being converted to a prison planet, hence the launch of prisonplanet.com in 1999, InfoWars in 1996, this radio/TV production system 1995. And when I sit here and continually point out, we warned you, we warned you, we warned you, it's not to say we're great guys. It's to say we're telling you now the rest of the story and where this road leads us. And it leads us to a very bad place indeed. But the mind control, the distractions, the conditioning, the misdirection is so sophisticated that even as pediatric cancers in children, are up more than 10,000% in the West, even as neurological disorders are up several thousand% just since the 60s, even as breast cancers are up multi-thousand percentage points, diabetes up multi-thousand percentage points, autism up multi-thousand percentage points. What is 1 in 25,000 30 years ago, 1 in 56 today? In fact, guys, will you give me the number on that? How many thousand percentage points increase that is with a calculator? How do you do that simple equation? 1 in 56, 1 in 52. They debate the numbers. They change every year. It's set to be 1 in 10 by 2025. But let's say 1 in 56. How big an increase is 1 in 56 from 1 in 25,000? Where if there was an autistic person, doctors would travel the country by train or by bus or by aircraft to marvel at the autistic child, to marvel at the unicorn, to marvel at this narwhal of rarity, of rarefied research. The same with children with pediatric cancer who have developed it. Very rare. They would come from all over the world to marvel at it. Now you can walk into any school or walk down the street and see the victims. I'm going to come back in the long segment and hit all the news, but we're under attack, and that's why there's no point in fighting with the low-level minions of the system that are compartmentalized. They're under attack as well. We have to transcend the divide and conquer of black against white, Arab against Jew, Protestant against Catholic, North against South, man against woman. We have to transcend that and realize the globalists are outside the box. They've transcended it. They've transcended it from an evil, anti-human, greedy, selfish, elitist, arrogant, narcissistic, rage-based wings. On wings of disdain and hatred. They have scaled the heights. And we live in their world, their compartmentalized, programmed false reality. We're being eased into a false reality. Reality runs parallel to their false reality, but more and more people fall to the matrix, the proto-matrix. More and more fall to their smartphones and 10 hours of TV and video games and virtual reality. As the whole universe goes on around us, and the globalists aren't obsessed with reality TV and diversions, they're obsessed with conquering humanity to then merge with the machines, go to the next level, and they believe ascend to godhood. But for them to do that, they believe we must fall. They wish to destroy our free will and our destiny. Stay with us.
We're on the